Hello and welcome to the OGC community. All you need to do to join our beautiful family is hit the subscribe button, slam the thumbs up button on all the videos. Now let's go check out and see what Art of Conquest is all about.
Hello. Your alley.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's OGC. Welcome to today's live stream. Big shout outs to a bunch of people. We have so many people that are here. Verma was first. He's doing the dab emoji as well. Congratulations, Verma. You are first. Second is going to be Mendred. Welcome, Mendred. And Brandon is third. Damari is also third. So we have 2/3, which is awesome. That's almost one full, 2/3. Then we have Mufasa as fourth. Vermin saying hi to everyone. Everyone saying hello. Katie was the first one here to be quiet. Narnia said anybody. Oh my gosh, you guys are absolutely amazing. Let's see here. Is the chat popping up in the game? Because if it is not, then that is mildly concerning, because I want to see all of your beautiful stuff on the screen. We also have the strange one here. We have a bunch of people. Also with us on audio is going to be oh my god, how do I say it? Crazy Cat Lady. Did I get that right? Hello, Crazy Cat Lady. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great.
That's awesome. So welcome. I saw that you were doing pretty good in the tower.
I did one fight. Honestly, I do like 1 or 2 fights every tower opening. I don't do a lot.
That's huge.
I wish the rewards were better, or I feel like there was something worth grinding for. But like the same, you get the same mount for position like 21 to 99 or whatever the cutoff is for like the fancy dragon mount. I can't remember, or maybe it's top 10, so it's 11 to 21 have the same mount, or excuse me, 11 to 99 or 100 or whatever it is have the same mount. So like I don't feel the point of like grinding.
That makes sense. And okay, oh my god, we got the chat to work. Okay, you should still grind it out. Oh, and we also have Toby here saying, remember that you told me it would be fun to get first in server. Oh my god, we gotta check the server real quick. So sorry Taint. if Toby Toby's first in our server, and we have some crazy people in the server. So Toby, good job. What? For perspective, guys, if we go under the leaderboard, and we look at the server, we have 880 or 8.8 million. We have a 8.7 million, 7.6. We have Sir Chris at a 7.5, Piggy at 7.4, Adina at 7.2, and then down here in 13th on the server, we have Toby at 6.5. And right now, as far as everything goes, Toby is first in the server. So really amazing job, Toby. That's I don't understand, but he did it. Have you gotten a chance to play Toby recently?
Who, me?
Oh, dude, I didn't turn on your audio. All right, say something again.
Hello.
Oh my gosh, you sound amazing.
Yeah, I don't know about all that, but no, I haven't. Dude, I don't ever run into Toby in the tower. I've fought Kurd like I don't know, like 15 times, but I literally like me and Toby are in the tower at the same time all the time and never fight.
It looks like he's at like 4,200 points. I'm assuming you're up there too.
I'm at 4160, I think. 4162, I don't know.
Yeah, so you should be getting matched up with him. And Toby said just for you. So thank you, Toby. I'm super happy. I think if I was to like fully fanboy out, I'm still I don't know. I think I'm still a major Toby fanboy. It's really hard not to be.
Toby's not a whale. Toby's a whale killer.
Yeah. What kills whales? Like, is he like a shark?
He's Ahab running around with a freaking harpoon.
Touche.
He's just spearing whales everywhere.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. It is it's pretty wild to see. I'm still very happy to have him on the team. I would not want to go up against him. That's just me personally. It just sounds like it would be horrible. Ooh, they still have their Bazarks up. That's not too much fun.
Katie over here calling me a whale noob. Get out of here, Katie.
Oh.
My
You're not a
name's
whale
crazy.
noob.
My name's Crazy Cat Lady, not Tank.
Oh my gosh. Well, I did beat you in Heroes versus Heroes, so I mean, there is that.
Yeah, when you used your dragon, you cheater.
Oh, dude, I fought eight trip Heroes versus Heroes today.
Oh, nice.
I did much better than I thought I would. I mean, I lost. I lost horribly, but I think I killed 60 troops and 6 heroes.
Not bad.
Yeah, you know what? I'll take it. I thought it was pretty good. That's what 8.7 mil versus 5.6.
Yeah, massive difference.
Yeah, that's like 3.1. Oh my god, dude, I'm tiny.
I managed to get perfect on 167 twice today since I accidentally hit retry the first time.
I so to be fair, I haven't really followed too much of the voice stuff, but what is it like that high up?
It's hard, bro. I'm not gonna lie. It's hard.
Yeah, everything
It's
just
frustrating
seems
more than
huge.
anything. It's because all the levels now have heroes on them, but the heroes aren't just like, the heroes there. The heroes are actually there to support the unit types in the fight, so like the units are strong as hell.
Yes. Wait, are you 47 or 48?
I'm 47.
Are you gonna rush to 48?
No, I'm gonna use all of the build rush I have saved up when I get Magister tomorrow night.
That'll be actually pretty massive.
I should have close to like 200 and something days, I think, roughly.
That's wild.
So I'm gonna finish tier 15 and 14 mage, and then queue up the rest of 13 mage because my mage research is like super far behind, like way far behind.
Yeah, that's not good.
I ignored it for a long time in favor of uh, generals and gladiators.
Yeah. Well, now you'll have like a really good opportunity to boost it all up. Wait, you still have 200 plus days of rush?
Yeah, I used 320 the last time, and I still have like 170 of tech rush right now.
That's insane. That's insane. Um, and for the other questions, we have. Okay, we have the hashtag Toby Nation, and Toby is Megalodon. Um, and Katie's saying, pretty sure I'm just salty purple to. Okay, not gonna read that one out loud, but I hear ya. Uh, and Katie did 40 damage to Chip's full army when they fought, so that's pretty good. I think that's better than me. I'm afraid to because it will just be flawless. I'll get flawless, it will be really bad.
Just tag one of his weaker heroes and just kill his hero.
So I tried that going up against Coffee Bun. I believe I tagged his Gazul and I failed to kill it.
I mean, Coffee Bun and 8-Trip are like totally different power levels.
Those Gazuls, yeah, that's true.
Coffee Bun's like 13 million core now.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's insane, dude.
So me fighting A-Trip is like you fighting Coffee Bun.
I don't even think I could challenge Coffee Bun to a fight, honestly.
Yeah, that's a huge. But 13 million core, that's wild.
I can't even fathom how like high their temple must be. It's got to be close to 5 million core of their like core powers. Their temple.
Yeah, that's Well, and you have the Fire Kitty, so yours is probably like 1600k, 1700k.
It's 15 something, 1570, I think, 1571.
Oh my god, that's still wild.
Yeah, so Coffee Buns is probably like legitimately like 5 million, or like 500 or 5,000K or whatever it is, which is just nuts.
Yeah, it is.
That's like plus 10 temple or some crazy nonsense. Some unfathomable, like unimaginable amount. It's crazy.
Absolutely. That's way too much. Ooh, I think this guy's gonna end up taking down our dragon. Need the origin zone. Hurry up, Virian. Virian.
Do it, Virian. You got it. You can't be stunned.
We got it down, but they still have they got us. Well, the dragon.
They have monks in front of the dragon.
Um, wasn't able to tell. Probably. Oh, and they got our Bazooks. This is going to be challenging. And our Denji. Oh my god. Pretty sure this dude's got us. Have you run into issues with Rockin' at all?
I haven't fought one in a long time. I fight dwarf, lich, and human. That's all I fight. And the occasional rare sylph player.
Sylph, they need they need a little bit of love.
No, sylph needs to stay where it's at. The sylph meta was around forever, and it was boring as hell.
Have you ever seen Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah.
Who's Krillin and who's Goku?
Goku is like the main arc character for everything. Is like uber powerful, and Krillin's this little humanoid guy who's bald and short and has a whiny voice and gets murdered all the time.
Oh, okay. So I'm Krillin and Coffee Bun is Goku. Okay, thanks 243 Gaming. Shoot him down to third loss streak. That's not good. Aw, I'm sorry. You'll bounce back. Part of the tower is just finding what time zone works best for you, and avoiding the ones where like it's not going
Are
to
you
benefit you.
are you still rocking the turtle and mana worm?
No.
I have been. That's all I do, dude. I love it. It's works so good.
Oh, so Katie is actually upset because she got like 8,000 Lunari more just to remove flags and everything for the fights, but didn't end up needing it. Well, I think for Katie's situation, we will be needing it, so hold on to it because it is going to be a really fun Drake. And MM Chan is now here, so welcome MM Chan. Jeez, these stuns at the start are so annoying. I can't do what I want to do.
Bro, you need to use the turtle mana worm setup again.
I'll try it out.
It works so well. I don't know. I enjoy it. I like having the mana worm on my stall side. At least the mana worm, maybe not the turtle, depending. But that push from the mana worm, slowing things down over there, really does help keep your stall side alive.
Is it a 30% reduced attack speed and stuff, or is it
Yeah,
40?
it's 30.
30?
It's 30 now.
So it
But
was 40.
it was 40, but the 30%, it's just nice because like if they're Avalons if that's their power side, it basically negates the Warhorn effect from their Avalon on their snipers or their range stuff.
Gotcha. That's pretty huge.
Yeah, I mean, taking away a massive amount of attack speed is pretty big when people's ranged units get slowed down or stunned.
Wait. Katie zeroed A-Trip number 2 Whale in Yellow, which I think is like still 8 million and several others say. That, oh my god. Total side noting, the women of Blood Moon are terrifying. They scare me.
Yeah, I know.
They scare me because like they have like tenacity, machismo. Like they.
No chill.
What's that?
No chill.
Yeah, I would be so scared if they were on the other side because like what's that saying with the women have no fury like hell or something like that?
Hell have no fury like a woman scorned.
Yeah, so I feel bad for if anybody scorns them. Like it's gonna be bad.
Huh?
WKD said self needs better buff so bad right now it's just not possible of new self hero OGC. So I think that excuse me. I think there's a bunch of possibilities for heroes. Like I would absolutely love a human hero that affects spears similar to Virion. I think that would be huge. I think Sylph could definitely use I think a tree hero that is like a 3x3 cell would be kind of funny. I don't think it would be practical or actually good, but I think it would be really funny.
They already have Gone. Gone already busts trees.
Is it Gone or Gan?
Gone, Gan. Either way, he has Trent Mastery. He already buffs trees.
It's
Plus-
like a double buff,
plus
almost like Gazul.
Yeah, he basically double buffs magical hit the trees. It's
And then you have Sprig for the archers, Lunella for the hunters. They need a shroom hero, dude.
They need to make shrooms actually usable. They suck so bad.
Having like a shroom dude that just throws out random like shroom lords would be awesome. Like exploding shroom lords.
They need to rework the Shroom Lords so they grow faster and they shoot faster. They're just so insanely slow that they're not usable for PvP.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, thank you for the advice on the what is it called? The Sky Totem. It's really, really, really good.
Yeah, it's awesome. I love it.
Like I am still utterly shocked at how disgusting it is.
So I see you using Raxius as your first skill. I Earthquake as first skill every match.
with the Onyx Dragon?
Yeah.
Really?
Earthquake lasts like 15 seconds at full. So you're keeping their snipers basically stunned down and and it works on dragons too. So you keep everything in position pretty much and slow for 15 seconds. That's enough time for you to break through.
Gotcha, gotcha. Do you have? Oh well, I guess Mantra Bees wouldn't be super huge on him. But do you have Mantra Bees on him?
No, I have it on Raxius. I use them eventually, but honestly, I don't feel like mantra beads are that big a deal right now. Like they're good to have, they're nice to have, obviously, but I don't rely on those to like shift momentum. I want to make sure I stop their power side and their dragon from being able to pulse down my stuff on the front line.
Gotcha. I'll try out doing the Earthquake first. Is it like Earthquake, Rufio, Raxius instead?
I usually earthquake, reflect, or origin stone, depending on like the situation.
Gotcha. And total side note: for the first time this season, we just broke 3,900 points. I don't even want to look at the realm stuff because then that's going to make me discouraged on keeping going. So I think we're 27th overall in core. We're currently 19th in the tower. So that's pretty good. I'll try the earthquake. Katie was saying that she got more wall damage off of people in Northram, and it was full snipers. So it sounds like a wall killing type of setup. And she's asking Taint, have you ever tried summon max level tree off Gan? Like, is it actually
No,
a gold tree?
I've never done that.
I've never done that either.
Yeah, so
Um,
for the earthquake though, usually I just try to drop the earthquake just behind their dragon, try to like center it on their power side as close as you can, so it hits like their jacks, it hits their Ophidia, it hits almost all of their snipers, it gets like a good chunk of their stuff.
and I can try and do that. I'm going up against Sylph, Lich right now,
Oh, then
but
I don't. It's Lich is difficult. I usually try to wait to Origin Stone immediately. Wait for them to tag, and then either Origin Stone or then Rufio to try to break up the tag.
oh my god, like every skill I went to do just got like stunned. All right, so this is going to be super awkward.
I'd wait for them to tag Rufio on their. Oh, they're leading with Raxius first. Look at that. That's interesting.
I think they're just going to burst down the dragon. Oh my god, our poor dragon. Keep him alive until we can do our Badrix.
It's crazy how fast that warlocks kill dragons. Like they kill them through everything, origin stones, all that stuff.
Ooh, I might be. Oh no, their dragon's moving up too far.
Lich is a hard matchup for Dwarf.
We need to kill their dragon. Our dragon is going to go down. Uh, I'm pretty sure that they got us. I don't think. Yeah, we don't even have reload for the sniper, so this guy's got us. They did a really good job. Oh no! Don't target our Ophidius. Aw, I like our Ophidius. Because I mispronounced her name. So for the other ones, Toby told me not to listen to you. Rax's power side versus power side is better. Quake is inverted fight. Wait, in Toby, we're also on Discord, so feel free to hop on. It would be amazing to pick you and Taint's brains. Katie, Bilal said, which race is better for a low castle level player? I think humans is going to give you really good balance through like the majority of the game. I still think that humans will give you a great balance between void, between being able to siege, being able to PvP. Focus on the swordsmen and archers. If you want something else, then I think Dwarf is really good, focusing mostly on the mechs, and Lich is always good. So I think those would be the big three.
I think Lich at low levels is probably the best because you can make mistakes and lose troops, and it doesn't matter. You don't need to worry about wasting troop rush and stuff to like rebuild your army.
Yeah, yeah, they're great. I think they struggle a little bit with the void for some of the sages. I could be wrong, but like the speeds stages or so many heroes or less if they're just going with the skeletons and they don't have the wake things yet. Um, but for anything outside of the void, then yeah, definitely Lich. Strange One's asking, when do you get RNG in Drake? What do you mean by RNG in Drake? Because there's a bunch of different times where RNG can affect everything. And Katie's asking, Taint, you siege down players lately, and halfway through siege, with nothing left, your hero's just unable to cast abilities, like their Sun or Silence.
So I used to have that problem when Florist first came out. So it might be a setting on your Florist skills. I don't know if they ever fixed it or not, but I haven't had that issue lately. But when she first was released, I was sieging stuff and I would have that problem.
And do you know what you did to change her?
Let me look at my skills. I know there was a skill that I took off and it seemed to have fixed the problem. Let me look. I took off Floral Portal, the activated ability one. I took that off. Made sure it wasn't on any of my stuff on my florists, and it seemed to fix the problem.
Gotcha. So no floral portal. Is that the one that boosts up the stuff for the heroes?
Yeah, that's the one that you can drop like the little flower thing on the ground, and everything gets boosted attack speed and damage.
Yeah, I was always curious because I've used that like if I was farming walls and like floors was full of mana and stuff. Not to necessarily like use mana potions on. Um, and that's like the only time I've ever really used it. It just doesn't seem super good. Or I'm using it wrong, which is also super possible.
I just took it off because at no point in PvP do I ever want to use Florist's skill over anything else I have. It's just less clutter.
Yeah. RNG, Ring of Ragnar. Okay, you get Ring of Ragnar once the Imperium opens up. So if you click on the map, it will give you a countdown until the fight for Imperium, or you should be able to see how many days until you go to the Imperium. So there's 3 spots on the map where you can actually go pick up the pieces for the Ring of Ragnar, and then there's 2 additional spots that are in the actual Imperium or Dragonair city. So make sure you get the 3 as they open up. There's going to be like a big boss, almost like a dragon or something. I might have one available right now, but you go kill those 3 around the map, and then as soon as Dragonair opens up, get the last 2 from Dragonair, and you're going to craft them all or just click on them in your inventories, say combined or something like that. They're called scales, but I've seen people go in and for whatever reason they kill off the boss to get the scales and they don't pick it up. And it confuses me, but make sure you pick them up because at the end of everything, you don't want to go back and chase all around the map and everything. Just pick it up after you kill the boss. I don't know if there's one available right now.
There is for you. It should be the Green Dragon by Northrum.
Gotcha. So it looks like the 3 should be located
By the entry cities to the Imperium. So Dominus, Pantheos, and Northrum all have dragons next to them. The green is next to Northrum. The red is next to Pantheos. And then the blue is next to Dominus.
Yes.
Hi, guys. Someone
Hey.
called me? Hey.
Oh my god, it is Toby.
Yeah, it is. You said come in Discord, so I came.
Hey, Toby.
Hi, Taint. Wanna kill a fight?
Yeah, we can try.
Oh jeez.
I'm not at your level.
So for everyone at home, we now have the Crazy Cat Lady and hashtag Toby Nation. So different perspectives, and there isn't necessarily a right answer because everyone is all at different points in the game and everything else. But earthquake, when to use it, when not to use it, and then also like a different perception on earthquake because all of that's important. While I go fight a 7 million core power dude.
All right, let me just say my opinion. For me, if I'm facing non-Onyx Dragon, like if I know there is no black holes going to my snipers, I use Roxas on my snipers first if it is an inverted fight, and then I either repair or earthquake their power side. But if it's power to power, I think the best thing is always to start with Raxis on their power side. But that's what I would do. And I think it's all about Rufio and Raxis positions. This the whole meta is coming down to these two things, in my opinion. And recently I've made many different formations, and it's hilarious because I've been seeing in the OGC chat that some people are sharing my new formation in the Chinese houses and all of that. It's flattering. It's nice. I like it. But I believe soon you will see no dwarf playing against dwarf with a dragon in the front. Because I started to win a lot when I moved my dragon. I made a different formation and I started to win a lot with it, and that's why my score got so high. Because I believe if you run dragon in the front against dwarf, it's just so stupid. Like the whole match is based on luck, and everything is just like stuns from the beginning and all of that. So I changed all of this. But yeah, so that's why I'm looking forward to fight Taint, and hopefully he have his dragon in the front.
And that absolutely, it's the game is always changing, and I blundered this fight. I'm sorry. I was trying to listen to you guys.
I like the randomness of the dragon on the front line. I'm all about the RNG. I like it.
I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to have a chance to win against so much higher core than me. I cannot rely on chance. I have to have some sort of consistency, and I think dragon in the front against dwarf is just. I have no other word. It's just stupid. Like just you start the game and you don't know when the dragon's gonna proc, and it messes up everything. So yeah, I changed my whole formation because of this.
I mean, that's a valid point. I just don't care. I just like to do random stuff. I just kind of like to see
I
how
mean,
things go.
not everyone can just like just like I'm not gonna say not everyone can do that, right? Some people have to fight for it.
I don't even care if I lose. I just like to see how many things die as fast as possible from the snipers. That's the whole reason I like Dwarf, though. Is just like the headshots from the snipers, seeing how many things go down like super fast. I enjoy that more than actually winning the fight.
I think the snipers is I mean dwarf is the only race that makes you able to win against higher core. Otherwise, there's no way. Like if I go against 8 million, how I'm gonna win like with humans or whatever? It's just not gonna happen.
Yeah, that's true. That's because they have the equalizer of the headshot. That lucky headshot can really be a great equalizer to slow down the enemy.
And that's one of the things that made me rush to the gear 9, because I think there are certain thresholds in the game that makes a big difference, and one of them is the gear 9. Like
Yeah.
remember back in days where like draconic 109 on all three made a big difference. That's kind of
Mm-hmm.
similar now. Like you need gear 9 on snipers ASAP. And I had to break a full gear 7 on my miners when I was trying them, just to be able to move from gear 8 to 9 with a sniper. I can't afford to just go gear 10 or whatever. I mean, I can afford it, but I don't. My personally, I don't think it's worth it. I'm gonna get there eventually anyway.
Well, once they come out with this new thing for the dragons, they'll start pushing the hero armor more, and they'll add it to other stuff.
Regarding dragons, I actually wanted to ask you. I casually made a perfect, perfect ruby yesterday. I was just like, I had so many coins, and I opened like an egg with a hero bread. So I was just like casually making a. I was trying to make a dragon, and it's landed all perfectly. So it has all the main skills with the cosmic stone. So I was thinking now, if I wanna level this dragon, I have to release one of mine, and the candidate right now is the topaz. Should I do that or should I wait? I mean, I don't know.
I'd wait for more data and see how other people perform that already have one before I would like risk losing something has a functional purpose for something you don't.
Yeah, but like the topaz hasn't had any function, to be honest. It's been sitting there for months, and
Oh, you said
I know
topaz? Oh yeah, topaz. Forget the topaz. I'd scrap it.
I mean, it's beautiful to look at because it has everything perfect. But I don't know. It's just not doing anything.
Yeah, no. Unless they change the way lightning rod targets, topaz will never be viable.
Yeah, they
You know,
need
I'm
to
just,
change the
I'm just,
target.
yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. They need to change the topaz targeting for the lightning rods. And thank you guys for covering for me. I had to go. This is way too much off topic information, but there's going to be somebody out there that appreciates it. I forgot to make more ice cubes last night, so for my coffee this morning, I had to put my coffee in the refrigerator to cool off. So thank you guys for discussing, so I could go finish making my daily coffee. Anyways,
That's all
carry
good.
on. Ignore me.
But yeah, no. If you have a topaz sitting in there, I would definitely try the ruby over the topaz because we know topaz doesn't work. So you're not really losing anything.
Yeah, but I was thinking there are two reasons why I don't want to release that topaz. Well, three reasons. First is because it's perfect. You don't want to release any perfect dragon. And the second reason is like I don't know about like maybe it works against humans. I've never tried, to be honest. But then like there are so many other dragons better. You know what I mean? So I don't know. And third one is with the whole thing that's coming. I heard Awakening or whatever. Maybe it's gonna be good. So I don't know. And the way I'm seeing it, like I was waiting. I am waiting to see Kurd how he performed with his Ruby because the one I made is identical to his. So I'm gonna see how he does. Like I'm gonna make him like the lab rat. If it's all good, I'm just gonna do the same.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, no, I could agree with that. Waiting. I mean, you've had it for so long, you might as well wait a little longer. Because maybe the way the awakening affects the skills will make lightning rod target heroes instead. Because right now the way it targets the highest health, objects. So it hits the enemy dragon and their front line troops because they have so much health. The heroes aren't ever going to have more health. At least not the ones that you want to hit. Like you want to hit the gladiators because you can't stun them and you can't slow them. You want to hit all their support heroes, but their support heroes have such low health, you never have a chance to actually hit them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. But, regarding the awakening for the topaz, I think I saw something the other. I was looking in the Discord, like in 2018 or 19 chat. I think the topaz is if it's gonna happen, I think the awakening is gonna be every lightning damage stuns. So if that's true, that's mean even the current one I have is not that worth it because you would want to have all the lightning spells instead of the pulse and arcane and all of that. I mean arcane you still want it, but what's the other one? Pulse and spike or whatever. So I think
Magic
you would
swell.
have to, yeah, swell. So you would want to have a different kind of build anyway. So that's
Yeah.
why I'm leaning to release it. So yeah.
And I'm looking through. I'm trying to find because Legend 36 posted the translated versions of the new Dragon Awakening stuff, and I'm trying to find it, but I forget where I saw
Oh, he
it.
did? I'm gonna go look too now. I didn't realize that.
'Cause-
Yeah, go to the How to Train Your Dragon channel and go up to I think it's April 2019 or something. I was looking up today and I found the pictures somewhere there.
Oh, okay. I found the most recent one. Sorry about turning the screen stuff off, guys. I'll turn it on in 1 second. So this is see if I can get this so it's a little bit bigger and you guys can read it. So this is from Legend 36. He's super involved on the Discord and really up to date with the new patch stuff. So this is in take this with a grain of salt. This is not 100% confirmed. It has to go through the PTR, and it is subject to so many changes before it hits our server. But right now, translated, the new dragon stuff. The green dragon, his healing abilities grant units a 50% resistance shield for 4.5 seconds. So it looks like if he heals through tranquility or the scales, then everything around it will take 50% less damage for 4.5 seconds or something along those lines. The Onyx, enemies struck by his black holes do 40% less damage and have increased 50% moral decay for 5 seconds. So that one confuses me because if they're in a black hole, then their attack speed shouldn't matter too much unless that also affects heroes. Then that's actually ridiculous. The moral part does not matter for the Onyx too much. Ice dragons have a 33% chance whenever dealing ice damage to a hero to deal 2% damage per second for 3 seconds and stun them. Unable to cast move abilities. Okay, so the Ice Dragon, if they hit a hero with ice damage, the hero is going to be stunned and they're going to take max health damage for 3 seconds.
They're going to be frozen, essentially. Not stunned, frozen. They can't move or
Okay.
cast abilities.
Gotcha. So they'll be like frozen. Then the Fire Dragon, when the dragon does fire damage to units, they will get the quote-unquote burning effect, which reduces their physical damage by 15%, and this deals magic damage over time. And the Topaz has a percent chance to stun enemies with, I'm assuming that's going to be with lightning type damage. So, pretty interesting. Before we dive into the abilities, what I really do like about this is they're taking each of like the specialty pieces of the dragons and kind of like playing on the uniqueness of each dragon, because each dragon plays totally different. So I really appreciate what they're doing with that. But some of these, or they're all really, really strong from the sound of it. It just depends on which one and which dragon you choose. Do you guys have any thoughts with this? Although it's not out yet officially.
I think I think it's really depend on the skills you have. Like if I run my Azure, it would have zero benefit because I don't have any like ice skills, like no Nova, no Hailstorm, no nothing. And the way I'm seeing this, the things that's standing for me is the green dragon, and probably the Onyx. Honestly, like this is the only two standing for me.
Yeah, the other ones seem less than ideal. Because, again, most people don't run ice or fire skills that much. I mean, they'll have the fire shield or maybe the ice shield on their Ruby or Azure Dragon. And, again, the same problem with the Topaz. Like, the stun's nice, but it's going to be hitting stuff that doesn't care about the stun. Gladiator heroes, the enemy dragon, and mechs, or, frontline troops for humans. Like, there's so many of them. So what if you stun 20 out of the 120?
You know what would be interesting, Taint, if we see like a topaz that is full topaz, you know what I mean? Like no swell, no pulse, just full topaz skills. That would be interesting. But I think still it would maybe if the whole thing that stun percentage chance kind of thing, it would like constantly stun everything while it's just doing its stuff. Maybe that would be something. But then,
that'd be wild.
good luck building that dragon, so yeah.
Yeah, it's all. I think I agree with you guys with the Azul. I think this is going to give a really, really good benefit to green. I think green dragons already really help out the troops quite a bit, and also giving them like 50% more damage resistance for 4.5 seconds whenever they heal. Pretty much all your troops for most of the fight are just going to take way less damage. And it says grant units, and typically when Art of Conquest says units, that includes dragons and heroes. Usually if it only affects troops, their verbiage will be troops. However, this is translated from Chinese to English, so to take it for what it is. But if it is units and also affects dragons and heroes, that's massive. And then the Onyx, I don't think you can ever go wrong with an Onyx. The green one,
40
what is it?
40% less damage is a lot.
Yeah, 40% is huge.
By
And
by the way, I've actually recently been using my legendary Onyx Dragon throughout the whole taint fights, and I mean not taint, sorry, trip fights and the tower. Like it's been like 2 weeks. I'm using my legendary Onyx. So yeah, Onyx. I think it's much better than Azure right now, and there's a reason for it. Because the headshots, they're gonna kill your Azure. It doesn't matter anymore. The Lich Gear 10, they're gonna kill your Azure. It doesn't matter anymore. So I think the CC is more important now. There was some time when I was playing for like the past couple of months with Azure. There was some time that it was good enough that because it will live through damage, especially with Noble Blood and Primal Will. Right now, it doesn't. I feel it does nothing right now, and I no longer use my Azure. So just throwing that out there.
yeah, yeah, and I had issues doing inverted fights against Dwarf when they used an Azul and they had Cosmic Storm, because for the inverted fights, I just they would beat me in the long term. Even if I beat their side, if I crushed them and it was like a major win type of situation, then of course you're going to wrap around. But when it was a more even type of fight and it wasn't like instantly over, I was really struggling with going up against the Azuls. So that's why I made my Azul. But then when the last wheel came out and I could make an artifact of 5 stars, it was actually really nice to talk with Taint, because he really recommended doing the Sky Totem to 5 stars, because mine was only 2 or 3 stars, and that offers so much additional like pushing power if you're going up against anything besides an Onyx. So now the inverted fights up against an Azul, they're so much easier, because the Sky Tone really gives you that like right out of the gate extra damage. It's wild. So now I don't really fear the Azuls at all, just because I think with Dwarf and the snipers, crowd control is way too important. You can see it from the skill use of the heroes, like what we've talked about. It's been Gan, Raxius, and Rufio, and in whatever order works, everything is centered around the crowd control. So I figure the crowd control from the dragon also helps. Anyways, sorry for my rambling, but the Sky Totem, I have no regrets with bringing that to 5 star. It's my only 5 star artifact that's pay to win. I like it.
Before we get too far into another topic, the Topaz Dragon, while might not be good for PvP, all of that stun effect actually might be really solid in the void for like timed levels and like no casualties, because you can keep the enemy like perma stunned almost.
Yeah, Tinch, that's what I was thinking. But the same thing, like for me in my case, I wouldn't want a hero pred for Void, and also the other thing is you would need to change the build kind of, because like it's made for PvP, and it's not gonna, I don't know,
Oh yeah,
it's not gonna.
yours is made for PvP. I'm just talking about in general, like when you're selecting dragon eggs and stuff to like open for like void stages. I almost never open topaz eggs because I never want to use one for void. But going forward, I might actually consider hatching topaz eggs and using them for
Yeah,
void
yeah,
stages if they stun heavily like that.
it makes perfect sense.
I,
But yeah, I think the Azure is just like fading, man. It's no longer good. Don't get too excited, guys, about making a new like a perfect Azure. But the reason I say this, that's maybe in a different league, because I'm saying this for when you go against Gear 9 and above. Like below that, it's fine, but Gear 9 and above, they're gonna shred through your dragon no matter what.
Yeah, the crowd control is more important.
Exactly, yeah.
I agree, and I do have some questions about gear, but if it's okay, before we move on from dragons, because I have a million gear questions, but for the dragons, So like last night I fought Chip 3 times. I beat him once, and I think it's because it was the first time I ever used an inverted formation. So I think I threw him off. Then he crushed me 2 times, and he was using a Jade Dragon front line. And to be fair, although the Jade Dragon, I've never experienced it, so I don't know how to play with it, if that makes sense. I try to figure out how to fight against it, but as far as like how to actually alternate how I play with a dragon, I don't have that experience with the Jade Dragon. But do you guys think that the Jade Dragon for Dwarf is still viable? And if it is, what gives it the viability?
It's okay.
Um,
I don't think it's better than using an Onyx.
yeah, I'm the same. Like Onyx is just the CC is so important right now, and I can tell you, Alex, if people use their dragon in the front, and you have gear 9 and above, you're gonna kill those dragons. It doesn't matter. Like it doesn't matter what's the player level, what's their core. That dragon's gonna die. So we are talking just about like using front dragon was okay, and we all used front dragon for the longest time. But now that people having gear 9 and above, including like myself, I have gear 9. If someone put their dragon in the front, I'm gonna kill it. I promise you. It doesn't matter who. Like it doesn't matter what's their core power. That dragon is gonna die. So if you're playing in a different lower league kinda, if people still don't have front, gear 9, it's okay. It's okay to use dragon front. But right now, I don't think it's okay at all. Like the dual tower, I think Taint. You know, I think you agree, and I hope you agree, and I think you should move your dragon to the back now.
I like to live life dangerously, Toby. Like I just fought a guy with my dragon on the front line. Dragon survived and died. I like the
Yeah, but
randomness.
you know, but then when I do the thing that makes sense, you say it's just voodoo. It's not just voodoo. It's you gotta think and apply. You know.
Oh no, I don't doubt your skill. You do things that take time and thought, but you also have voodoo.
Well, sometimes you almost made me believe it. You know, sometimes I was like, the other day I was rolling the what do you call it, the race on the gear, and the first time it switched to dwarf, and the second time it switched to dwarf, and I was like, okay, maybe there is some real voodoo going on. What's going on?
There is. It's real. It's real. I believe it's real.
Toby does have voodoo. In case anybody at home is is curious.
He's got the magic. He's got magic, bro. I don't know where it comes from, but Toby's got magic.
What's your magic set at, Toby?
My magic,
Yeah.
all I have to say is just be true to who you are, and I'm saying this specifically for many things that's happening in Drake. Just be true to who you are, and do the best you can do. That's it. There is no need for bluffing and acting like you're something when you are not. That's all I want to say.
In for PvP, what's your magic set at?
Uh, Magic stat, it's very low. It's 2,600 maybe something. I don't know. It's very low. I never win magic. I never even look at it.
In Teen, what's your magic set at?
Oh, I like to craft gear, dude. That's all I do. My magic is 3,300.
See, Teen, you have more magic than Toby. You can't do the magic thing. Like you have higher magic.
But Toby has voodoo. That's different than magic.
Oh, you guys are
No,
awesome.
Regarding stats, I've the way I've been noticing it, I think command is the most important right now, to be honest. And I've been focusing on either command. Here's my stat: like it's 3,200, around 200 might, and then magic, forget it. And then my stamina is around 3,500, sometimes 600, depend if I switch. And my command is around 3,000. So I think command and either magic, might or stamina is good, but command is kind of the best, and that's the route I'm taking with the current meta.
My command is terrible.
But think about it, like the attack speed, 30% attack speed for snipers. Hello, like headshots.
I have the dexterity prism on my Avalon next to my snipers to make up for my crappy command.
I've done similar, but I had like the accuracy one because I dropped my accuracy for the crit and crit damage since I moved to gear 9. So I have like 50 something crit chance and 120 percent crit damage. So I switched my gear around for this. So I dropped my accuracy by I think it's 70% now or 60 something. So I added the prism where it gives accuracy at the beginning. So it's kind of all balancing and compensating things
Yeah.
for others.
Yeah, I think I still have 97% accuracy, 47% crit rate, and 125% crit hit damage.
Do you have the research done already for the snipers?
Yeah.
I think how much it gives? 30% crit damage? Is it?
Let me look. I don't remember.
I think it's 30% crit damage. So
Yeah.
if I complete this one, I would be around 155 crit damage, which is I'm looking forward for that.
That's a lot. In for the crit stuff, 4 gears out there. If it's okay to ask about gear stuff, I think the idea behind everything, my initial thoughts with it for the quick backtrack of everything. Oh man, this guy's going to end up beating me. The quick backtrack is, I hit the wrong button. At first, I thought going 4-star, like when it first came out, going 4-star, everything would give you the most overall boost. However, depending on your race, like say for Dwarf or Lich or pretty much anything, Rock and I have no idea, but pretty much anything, it quickly turned into you're better off just getting your main DPS up to 6 stars rather than trying to do 4-star for everything. So get like snipers to 6 stars, then work on getting mechs to 6 stars, and then fill in the rest with 4 stars, or however that works. Now, when we move forwards to 7-star and above, so not everyone's there, but when it comes to 7 stars in above, is it similar to the 4 stars where you want to get everything to 7 stars evenly, or do you guys just get the primary troops that you use to 7 stars and then just keep focusing on them and going higher?
That's a very broad question. It really depends on, are you buying the materials so you're going to push your stuff to that next level, or are you doing it as a more free to play, like as it comes you'll use it?
So for free to play, I think going even across and then destroying the gear once you have enough to go up for free to play. But if somebody is like a moderate spender, should they just focus on like boosting snipers and mechs up, or should they focus on trying to do like 7-star for everything?
It's race dependent, I think, because like getting the 8-star on the Steam engines or the mechs isn't that huge. Like it's 60% more healing, but I'd never use the repair skill on my mechs. I just leave them to die, and if they die, they die. But the snipers, it's big. Like getting your snipers to 8 is pretty huge, and 9 also is really big. So I think pushing your main DPS unit harder than the others is probably good, and then leveling the other ones out at 7 until you've gotten your main DPS to like 8 or 9.
Yeah, I agree with Paint. The way I figured out what's happening, I think Gear 9 is a game changer. I mean that's what I've observed, and I rushed mine and I tested, and it made a big difference. The way I see it, I going for stats is cool. Like having extra percentage damage and health is okay. But there are small things that's gonna make a difference, and it doesn't matter how much. Like sometimes I win against 5 million HP mechs, right? And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how much health they have or how much damage. There are certain things that make a big difference. Like 75% crit damage, it makes a big difference. Like it's a huge difference. Yeah. So
It's a lot.
so the way I was doing things, I was first going. I wanted to go all 7 and all of that, but then I realized, forget the 4-star and 7 stars, forget all of those, and just go hit gear 9 as soon as possible on your snipers. Like, of course, at the beginning, all you want is gear 6 on snipers right away, and then you want gear 6 on your mech. That's given. But after that, I'm talking for the next step. You want gear 9 on your snipers right away. I mean, ideally, you want gear 10, but the hell with that, and I cannot do that. But like gear 9 is a big difference. It's sort of, I was saying this earlier. It's sort of like the draconic, 109 on all of three. It makes a big difference. That's all I gotta say. Just go for gear 9 as soon as possible. Forget the other troop that are outside you're not using for the percentage of health.
Mm.
Forget it. Just forget it. Go for the gear 9.
I got the gear 9 done on my mechs. I have 10 on my snipers, and I just finished gear 9 on my mechs. And the difference on
I'm
my
jealous.
mechs is crazy.
Yeah. Gear 9 makes a big difference. You see that what's happening with me right now? I have all gear 4, okay, and gear 9 on snipers, gear 8 on mechs, and one of the fours is around, like, I made it 5 and something. I was working to make them 7. Now what I'm thinking is to break all this gear from the one that's going to 7 and make mech gear 9. And
Yes, dude.
even if,
It's so
yeah,
crazy
I'm
good.
thinking to do this. Yeah. So yeah, guys. If you use dwarf, go for gear 9 on both mech and sniper, and forget the other troop. Forget the percentage of health and damage. It doesn't make a big difference.
Yeah, because I sent OGC a replay right after I got the level 9 gear, and my mechs were literally taking headshots and like ignoring the damage. Like they got the little headshot symbol, and their health barely moved.
Yeah, especially if you have on the gear themselves, like some crit reduction and all of that. If you have it on the gear itself as well, imagine
Mhm.
how much percentage is going to build up to. I think I was lucky. I don't know, it's voodoo or luck. I was lucky with the gear. I have amazing gear for both my snipers and my mechs, so it's working really well for me.
Yeah, just so it doesn't get too lost and everything. Legend 36, who I posted the screenshot from for the Dragon Awakening, like those skills that we were talking about. He posted in the chat saying that he thinks that the Dragon Awakening will kind of like rebalance all of the dragons, or bring more balance to them. Sorry for the total off topic thing. I just didn't want it to get lost in the chat forever. So I hope that's true. It's wish. I think it's wishful thinking, just because there's always going to be something that's going to be better than another. But they do look fairly promising. And he's also saying, well, that's for sure, but I meant compared to dragons with dragons. Oh, okay. So he's comparing it with a very, very broad thing. And I think if it doesn't totally rebalance everything, I think what it will offer is making the dragons really unique to their color. Like you guys were talking about with the topaz for the void, like a stunning dragon, or and anyways, I just didn't want his messages to get lost in the chat.
Yeah, I think the awakening will definitely help. Maybe not so much with PvP as far as changing the meta too much, but making the void easier, or allowing you to like really build to beat a certain stage will definitely be a thing.
Yeah, man, the void is so difficult. What the hell is this? Like, I don't know how I passed 167 with dwarf. I don't think it's supposed to happen. Like, especially with snipers, I'm not even running like rocketeers or anything. But I somehow managed to pass it. I did pass it again today, so I just want to make sure if the gift is there, I'm able to pass it, because I really want this staff. The staff stats is the best, I think, on all the other staffs. So yeah, I'm looking forward to get this. So, but yeah, the void is so difficult. Like it's really
Yeah, it's hard.
it's so difficult.
It's really difficult.
In a couple other little things before they get lost in chat. I'm sorry, guys. GT, hello, nice to see you, man. Everything's going well. Ram is here. Hello, Ram. David Z, if you guys have not been reading his comments in chat, David Z is a wicked smart player. He's actually the one that suggested that Taint change his name. So Taint changed his name, and now a bunch of other people, including myself, have changed. We're hopping on the Cats bandwagon. But David Z has really good input in the chat. So if the conversation is deep and I really don't want to interject more than I already do, definitely check out David Z's comments in the chats because he's very on point with absolutely everything. And Katie thinks that the Onyx Dragon will drop. And also, real quick, Can is here, so hello, Can. But Katie G, what do you mean by thinking that the Onyx will drop? Do you think it will drop in like popularity or PvP use with the change? I think if nothing else changes right now, I think that the Green Dragon is just going to be more and more powerful. Like, especially if that resistance affects dragons and also heroes and not just troops. Like that's. Oh wait,
But
it might not affect the dragon because the dragon's putting out the healing.
Nobody's going to care about the morale reduction on the Onyx. That's not why it's good. It's the 40% damage reduction on everything that gets caught in the black hole. That's huge. Who cares about morale reduction? The fact that your thing is doing 40% less damage is a lot less damage.
Yeah, and it's the CC as well. I mean, I don't see any other dragon doing like as close to the Onyx CC. If you want to balance the Onyx, remove the Eternal Void, which can trigger consistently during the whole fight multiple times based on your luck, and it helps a lot in the Void as well. So this is the one making the Onyx so like it's not even its damage. Forget the damage. It's the CC. It's just too much. The Onyx offers a lot of CC. Other than the beginning, also the Eternal Void can be busted sometimes.
That when the Eternal Void, when it triggers, it also triggers all of the stuff in the Affliction tree for Draconic. So it just stacks up to being so much extra value for nothing.
Yeah. Onyx is annoying. That's why I'm using my legendary one. I hate using legendary dragons.
Well, all I have is a legendary dragon for PvP. I've been rocking the same legendary dragon for like a year.
Alex, tag, man. Tag, his dragon is almost dead. Tag him.
It's okay.
You gotta tag.
I got the dragon.
You got it. You know, playing a dwarf, like, you get used to tagging dragons. It doesn't have to be lich only. I tag dragons all the time if there is a chance, especially after it procs. Wait for it until it proc and then tag it. You will just see it just dies.
I'll try tagging more with, especially in those situations where like you have to take them out. But oh my god, I'm losing my voice. It's too early for that. Legend 36. Jeez, sorry about all the additional noise, guys. Legend 36 is saying that the Jade Dragon does heal themselves, so it should be able to benefit from everything. And they're also saying that they're reworking moral. So maybe that's why they want to add in more moral reduction. So if they do major changes with moral, that could be interesting. And that might be, wow, if they redo how moral works, even if they redo how moral works, there's enough stuff out there that gives immunity for the first 20, 30 seconds. So I'm not sure. And Katie was saying that the additional moral drop is countered by General Gear's staple. And yeah, so the moral stuff, even if they reworked how moral worked overall, I think having moral immunity for so many of your troops, either through the staple or through the General Gear or just like human swordsmen's, I think that counteracts a lot. So they'd have to redo the whole thing for that to have a major impact.
The way I see it, they should just remove it, so people can actually play spears and stuff. I miss my spears. But yeah, regarding the dragon, so I don't want to lose this subject for you. Tagging the dragons, just be cautious because it could go either way. If you tag a dragon at the wrong time, it will backfire. It will set you back. So my only advice: always tag around like 5-6 seconds after their dragon proc. But by default, just do it. It doesn't matter. Just do it. If their dragon procs for whatever reason after 5-6 seconds, tag it. Just have it as a habit.
Gotcha. I'll try and get into. I started moving away from the tagging because it seemed like the majority of the time, like over 50% of the time, the tag wasn't working for me. And it's not like I'm opening and tagging the dragon and the dragon's out of range. Like the dragon would be in range directly next to myself, and I tag it, and they're still shooting in a totally different direction for some reason. And it gets very discouraging when the tag consistently does not work as it's supposed to. It drives me nuts.
Alex, it's your fat fingers. It's not the ability itself.
They are pretty big. Oh my god, it's bigger than my face.
See, Toby's a better player than I am because I just wing it. I don't ever tag anything. I just click go and like drop a few skills and just like whatever happens happens.
Yeah, but Tint, if you do that, you will not be. You remember when you keep telling me, like, when you go against 9 million, you lose, right? And
I do a
that's the
lot of
reason.
damage.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You want to win at the end. So if you, I'm saying all these small things when you go someone, when you go against someone so much stronger than you. Obviously, if you're gonna go someone, equal power, you're gonna beat them. But if someone is so much stronger than you need every smallest things, and the small things that gives you that makes you pull the wins that you should not pull. And I truly believe, based on how many information I have about your account, you should be able to pull wins against 9 million and above. Because your account is scary, really. It got everything. It got all the basics. All you need to do is these small things now that are gonna make you pull more wins, and that's just my opinion.
I just need to stop playing Dual Shower drunk, and I'd probably do better.
Yes, for the comments, we got some really good ones. So the first of all, Melik, I think I'm saying that somewhat right. I'm glad everything helps. For Bro, he said remove Eternal Void from Onyx. There's no need after this update. It's a garbage ability. No, External Void has its place, and if this is true with the new update, I think External Void will be more important than it is currently. Right now, I think External Void isn't 100% needed for PvP because just of the meta. It's not a reflection of the skill. It's just a reflection of what the more common style of gameplay is right now, and that always changes. For 243 Gaming, they said, do you think they'll ever fix the tag ability? I hope that they do, because it does get a little buggy. KDG said, Toby, the CC could have been countered by Sage tier 15 research, but now with the 40% damage reduction too, that I almost want to make Lilith give me my rush back for what I spent on tier 15 because CC immunity. Which tier 15 immunity is that?
The tier 15 General and Sage, whenever their health drops to like 60%, they become immune to crowd control. They get 20% damage reduction and like 25 or 50% attack speed bonus.
Gotcha. That's the one that I'm working on right now. So, yeah,
it's strong.
Absolutely. In for Desi said, oh, okay, it only works for that. It's already 40% less. So Chan, oh my God, maybe Chan is getting this right. Chan is saying Jade plus Rockin will be more OP. Maybe that will be the new thing if all this comes out as it's written in. Quick question for you, Taint. I think we've had this conversation multiple times, but that's okay. We can do it again. Tier 15 hero research. Which one? Because you have multiple done. So which ones do you have done? Which ones do you think are the most impactful in your gameplay?
I think the overall, for all aspects of gameplay, I think the General Sage is probably the best. The tier 15, because it helps with Void, it helps with everything, but PvP. And then I did the Gladiators. I did Gladiator 15. So my Sage and my Gladiators are done to 655 all the way. And I've watched my Gladiators take headshots, and instead of dying, they've just healed instead. So it's definitely made a difference. And then I have enough rush right now. I'm waiting to get Magister tomorrow. I'm going to finish tier 15 and tier 14 for mages.
Gotcha.
Kings,
That's
you need to slow
wild.
down. You need to slow down. We cannot catch up like this. Come on, man. How are we supposed to? How is how are we supposed to duel and what is this?
And then I'll do I'm gonna do 13 after that. Slow, like normal. And then I don't know. I don't feel like the mech 15, like the 1% attack speed whenever they land a crit. I don't feel like that's impactful enough for me to like burn rush to finish. I could be wrong.
Yeah,
I
I
just
mean,
I don't see it.
definitely, it's general 15 first, and then gladiators. Definitely. I mean, there's no question about it. I'm almost there, by the way. I think I need 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks to get it done.
Oh
Maybe
wow.
less. I don't know. Yeah, I'm almost there. I couldn't resist the what do you call it, the custom
Custom.
shop.
Yeah, it's too good.
Yeah, and it's like it got me like 52 days, and I was like, okay, that's something. I've never seen 52 days rush in my bank.
That's why.
A lot.
Are you gonna wait for the Oracle and Magister and everything, Toby?
Well, I don't know if we're gonna get the Oracle, but I'm definitely gonna wait because see, the thing is, by the time of the Imperium, I would be 38, but without rushing. So I will wait and see if we get the Imperium somehow. I don't know how we're gonna get it against all of these people ganging on us, but if we get it, I would be ready to queue the main building and the research as well. So I'm just gonna wait until then and then decide. If I don't, I'm just just king is enough, whatever.
Absolutely. And can I is it okay to not go in depth, but share one of the qualities that I really admire about you, Toby?
Am I supposed to say yes or no? I mean, go ahead, sure.
Um, all right. So I don't think really anybody besides like 6 or 7 people are aware of this, but the level of detail that Toby puts into thinking about if I overstep anything, Toby, just tell me to stop and I'll stop. But the level of detail, time, and commitment that Toby puts into trying to set up his account, not just PvP formations. Like, he does insane stuff for that. Insane stuff. I cannot do that because I'm not medicated in the same fashion. But when you gotta be green. Anyways, for the account overall, the timings for whether it's the buildings or the research, like there is so much thought and effort put into every single aspect of trying to maximize his account. So although the spending isn't necessarily the same as like the mega whales clearly from the core, the efficiency of the growth and how everything kind of rolls into next things, like I wouldn't be surprised if he's planned out for the next 30 days for everything he's going to do for his account.
Honestly, Alex, it's not the game. It's who I am in real life. Maybe it's my engineering background or whatever, but that's my brain. It's like it's a calculating thing. I practice this in my life. It doesn't have to be the game. I calculate everything, and I don't know. It's a good thing. It can produce good things, but it's very tiring because everything is methodical, everything is calculated, and for real life itself, it gets kind of everything systematic. So I wouldn't say it's a good thing overall. I don't know, maybe, but yeah. Regarding the whole thing planned, for me, I had to rush Castle 47 before we moved to Drake because I knew I would not have enough time to queue and all of that. So you gotta have at least a forecast of what's gonna happen. So I see a lot of people, after they before they moved to Drake, they told me, "Oh, I'm missing one day and I don't have enough rush. I cannot buy enough or whatever." And all of this makes a big difference. If you're talking about 10% of a buff from 1,200 hours or whatever, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's like 12 days or something. I mean, and this can be avoided if you just did your planning. And yeah, I think it's important. If you want to maximize your account, you gotta maximize it, right?
Yeah, in that's it's a really, I can put it in say all the stuff like it can benefit everybody, but I'd also be a hypocrite because I cannot put that level of effort into my own. But if you're at home and this is something, it doesn't matter if you're the biggest whale in the game. It doesn't matter if you are a total free to play player. You don't even have Jax or lifetime Patreon. That's a skill set that you can apply and it will pay off for you. It absolutely will. If you're getting ahead by 2% every day compared to other people that aren't maximizing it, like this account, I'll show you guys something pretty wild real quick. That will reiterate the whole point. So this account is 960 days old. So if you're gaining a tiny advantage over other people each and every day, and it really does not have to be a big advantage. I did not think that I haven't been playing for 960 days, but for however long that I've been playing, I did not think I would still be playing this game. I thought, who knows, and maybe like 2 years from now I'll still be playing it. But if you don't take advantage of those tiny little bonuses to try and get ahead, you're going to eventually be passed out by other people. And again, I'm a hypocrite because sometimes I'm able to do this. Other times I'm not, and I think that's my personality. Sometimes I'm all in. Sometimes I'm kind of checked out, and maybe that's my character flaws. I have millions of character flaws, but yeah, if you guys can take anything away, regardless of your core power, regardless of your castle level, regardless of anything, your economic status, nothing matters. But that advice that Toby gave, which I personally cannot practice myself, although I try, that will help you out so much. This game is like working out. You have to be consistent with it, and you have to actually do it. So you have to log in, you have to do everything, but you have to do all those little things. Like working out isn't just picking up weights and putting them down. It's what you eat. It's how much sleep you get. How much water are you drinking? There are so many little things into like weightlifting, but the actual act of lifting weights is so overly simple. And it's the same idea with the game. The idea of the game is so simple, but if you want to maximize things, it's all about doing the little things consistently. That's how you will grow your account and become better overall. Anyways, that's my soapbox, which I cannot practice myself. And totally transparent with that. I'm a hypocrite. Sorry.
Oh, you're not. Come on, you're not. Well, see, the thing is, there is efficiency in everything. Everything you do, you can do it efficiently, right? At least the best efficiently you can get. So even when it comes to funding in the game, right? There are so many ways to get efficient purchases. Like it's easy to just purchase everything. If you have the money, you can do it. Like I have the money, but I don't want to do it inefficiently or inefficiently. You know what I mean? Like it will make me feel bad. Maybe that's just me, but then just do it on the smartest way on everything you do. Just do it the smartest way you can do with the best of your abilities. As simple as this. Like I remember, I've been playing for 2 years. What's now? 2 years, 2 months now, and I've never missed purchasing the 2 hours, like the 50, like what is it? Like the 30 minutes, 30 minutes, 30 minutes, like the 2 hours from the shop. I've never missed buying this the whole 2 years.
Wow.
Can you imagine that? So I've never missed it, even if it's like every 8 hours. So I'm buying 6 hours every day. That's by default. Just like the whole 2 years, I've never missed it. So there are small things that make it adds up. And when it comes to the purchasing, if you have and you want to purchase, and it's fine. If you have enough money, it's fine. It's a game you are playing. You're investing in your time. At the end, you're investing in your own happiness, which, to be honest, it's worth paying for. So, like the weekly, what is it? The weekly bonus. What is it? The weekly bundle.
Yeah.
This one, since they introduced it, I never missed it as well. because it's just so good. Like, come on, what are you doing? Like, if you want to purchase this one. You know
Wait,
what I mean? Like,
are you
instead
talking
of
about the
purchasing the
$99
set.
one, Toby?
Say again?
Are you talking about the $99 weekly bundle, or which
Yes,
one?
yes, this one. This one. This one is so good. If you want to purchase this one. Like, instead of buying the sets, because the sets sometimes you have to buy them in order to get Linari, right? And in order to get a specific thing that you want right now. But if you want to purchase the weekly one. That's like that's gonna I don't know what's everyone's budget, but if it's gonna be $400 a month, and then that's the only budget you have, and then just buy the weekly ones. Don't do anything else. That's uh, the most you're gonna get out, and it's worth it in my opinion. I cannot see it and not buy it. It's just like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? But yeah, it's all about, yes, just try to be as efficient as you can. And regarding, earlier talking about these two subjects, when you mentioned about the Jade Dragon, see, the reason I'm not using Jade, because for me, it's like, that's me, right? That's my personality. I feel it's not efficient that it doesn't heal mech. I mean, maybe that's stupid, but for me, I feel like, no, it has to be either everything humanoid, or I'm not gonna be happy. It's just the way I am, it's just the way I work. I'm all about everything has to be efficiently. And based on this kind of mentality, I carried out throughout the whole gaming experience.
Yeah, and efficiency is king. And um, I agree. All the little things will add up. Although I can't practice it the same way that I wish I could. I try and step it up in all aspects of life. Like especially the routine, like the daily routine I'm in. I try to make it as efficient as possible, because if I can save. So for me, my motivation for the daily routine, although this is probably way off topic, but I have a very limited time Monday through Friday that I can actually log in and play the game Art of Conquest. And I cannot have my phone at work. So if you guys want to cap me, just do it during the 9 to 5. I cannot have my phone with me at work. So that means I I have to work, then I'll do the videos. Then I also have to cook supper, because I don't like ordering out. I like to really cook my own food. I take pleasure in it, but it takes time. So all of these different little tasks take time, along with just other things in life. So, but the more efficient I can get with each little task, if it saves me 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there, that gives me more direct time to actually play the game. And that's kind of how I motivate it. But that's way off topic. For the other topics that are coming out, David Z has some good jokes. And also, somebody asked about Ring of Ragnar, and leveling it up. So Ring of Ragnar, you bring up the same way you do any free to play artifact, um, and really, and I think who was it? Katie says level 4. Verma, I think, said level 3. Um, for it to get useful, you need a minimum of level 3. Level 4 definitely gets stronger, but honestly, once you get Ring of Ragnar for free to play artifacts, especially if you're like you're still progressing up as far as castle levels in the game, like you're not at castle level 40 yet, forget about all other artifacts and just focus on Ring of Ragnar. Bring that to 5 stars, get the Dragon Necromancer set, throw it on Ophidius, and that's going to carry you for a very long time until people start using 4-star pay-to-win codexes. If none of this makes sense, just jot down the time of this stuff and refer to this video in the future. Although it's in a bunch of my stuff, but Ring of Ragnar is so impactful, especially early game when you first get it on Ophidius. It's massive. It's massive. Same thing for Colosseum. Even at high levels of play in the Colosseum is just huge. So my recommendation, and I forget who asked about it, and I'm sorry, I forget who asked about it. Sorry, trying to read through the chat. Anyways, I can't do two things at once. Once you get Ring of Ragnar, bring it up. You are always going to use Ring of Ragnar. It's a fantastic artifact, and it's going to do so much damage early on in the game up until you have to move it off of Ophidius. It's massive. And for the other questions, real quick, I think we are just about all caught up. So, unfortunately, I have some really big plans for this afternoon, and I need to go get ready to start doing the plan. So I do have to end the stream a little bit early. Um, you know what? Someday when all of this stuff from my current plans works out, I'll actually take you guys along and I'll show you exactly what I've been doing. It will be fun. In fact, I don't want to give away too much. I'm going to end up having a second YouTube channel for once this whole project begins, because I love this type of stuff. So, unfortunately, I do have to get ready to go. But before I go, I do want to thank Tane and Toby and also invite them for Monday night. Think for Eastern time zone, it will be July 13th at 9 p.m. Eastern. For everyone else out there, it will be July 14th at 1 a.m. UTC for the maintenance. So we will do a live stream during maintenance when they're doing the Ruby Dragon stuff. And my goal is to have a few different people or a lot of people hop on kind of like a panel and kind of go through the patch notes and get different opinions from people that are respected and looked up to from the community. Because just like with the earthquake thing, like there's things that Tane and Toby do differently, and one's not necessarily right or wrong. There's different levels of play and different play styles, but sometimes it's nice to hear different opinions, because if we don't listen to different opinions with an open mind, then we're not going to grow as a person or a player. So they're both welcome, along with like Katie, Chip, Strapcorn, all the goodies, to come hang out for that live stream, and we'll have a couple hours talking about the game. And I invite you guys watching at home to come along as well. It should be pretty fun. But before I head out, Tane and Toby, closing remarks or comments or anything you want to say before I head out. The floor is all yours.
I would listen to Toby before you listen. Saying
Wait, listen to Toby before.
I would listen to Toby before you listen.
That's some voodoo. I don't know.
Dude,
Toby
Toby
puts thought into stuff. I just kind of do stuff and hope it works.
Yeah, it has to drive Toby mad, because he'll offer me advice and I'm like, yeah, that's a really good idea. Then he'll literally watch me on stream not do it. It has to drive him crazy, like pulling out his hair, like, why are you not doing this? I gave you the answer and you're still making the same mistakes.
I mean, Alex, it doesn't drive me as crazy as somebody else, but I'm not gonna mention who. Anyway, but hey, listen, thank you for having us. And regarding the Monday thing, I think it's gonna be 2 a.m. and usually I sleep early because I like my routine, same like how you like your routine. So I sleep maximum by 12 o'clock, and so I'm probably not gonna make it. So thank you for having us, and amazing work, and even in PvP you're doing so much better than before, honestly. And so keep it up, and hey, at the end we all want to have a good time here. So thank you, and thank you, Taint. I look forward to PvP you if you just slow down with the rush. Just slow down a little bit.
I don't have any chill, bro. You know I don't know how to go slow.
Oh geez, you guys are awesome. So thank you both for hopping on and offering your insight. I learn a lot every time, a lot, and I should probably rewatch stuff just to learn more, because there's so much information and I can only retain a tiny percentage of it. But for everybody at home, please go check out any other video in the descriptions of those videos. It will offer you a bunch of awesome stuff. There's a Patreon page if you want to further support the channel, and I think I put out a behind the scenes video. So if you want to see exactly how I make videos, full version, uncut, anything like that, it's there on the Patreon stuff. So thank you to all the Patreons out there. A lot of them have been around since like day one of the channel, with helping supplement every month. So thank you guys. And thank you guys to everyone that watches. There's the community Discord. That's in the normal descriptions of the videos. There's so much good information on the Discord. If you want to see like Legend36 posting up the new notes, you can access that at the same time that I can. I get my information the same way everybody else does. But that's where I get most of the information is from Discord. So go check that out. We also have the merch store, which my mom is the #1 supporter of. You can get some really cool swagger, like for example, phone cases. It is actually kind of cool. If you do want to support the channel, there's better ways of doing so. But if you want merch for yourself because it looks cool, go for it. I personally like it, but I mean it's literally my merch, so of course I'm going to like it. And I feel like there's one other thing, but I am drawing a blank and I don't want to tie you guys up. So I hope you guys have a fantastic day. You guys are all absolutely amazing human beings. We are a fantastic community. So take care, guys, and I will see you guys tomorrow for Clash of Fate video. Monday we'll have a player spotlight video, and then a live stream Monday night during maintenance time. So go have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys soon. Take care. Then thank you guys for coming.